Dear friends in Jesus Christ, we are in the second last week of the Lent. As we had been reflecting on the different stages of Jesus' earthly life, particularly the passion and death, today we shall ponder on how did Jesus put up with all those stages of life? The answer would be, He prayed. Mark chapter 14 verse 36 says, "And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible unto thee. Take away this cup from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou wilt." Jesus embraced the tough realities of this earthly existence, and prayer sustained him all through. The above passage strikes a very significant expression of Jesus' dialogue, his ultimate surrender. He cries to his Father, he pleads to his Father, he places his dependency on the one who sent him to this world. He is surrendering his will in exchange of his Father's will, if that would meet the plan of God for the world. Here, the key point is that Jesus is discerning the will of God. His humble submission to say yes to the cross that awaited him. Here, his loving Father doesn't spare his Son from the role that he had to play, but sends an angel to strengthen him. God doesn't give him an option but to take up the cross and to begin his journey to Calvary. And Jesus obeys this demand of his Father, friends. He turns towards the cross the world was about to offer. He proceeds to embrace the painful and agonizing hours of his life in keeping with the plan of God. A great step towards the salvific plan of God. A journey towards redemption is being realized through the crucifixion. An obedience just one of its kind, never would anyone could repeat it. Friends, amidst our struggles and tears, it is important that we don't give up our dependency on God. Persecution, oppression, tortures, and even martyrdoms are part of accepting God's call. The attitude of Jesus teaches us the need to pray, the need to fall on our knees in our trials and pains. Not to give up, but to surrender and to wait on God. This only will make us become what God intends us to become. Pouring out of ourselves, surrendering our real life situations to the hands of Abba Father is a necessary step and the only way to redemption. The bitter moments must increase the intensity of our prayer. Experiences of betrayal from our friends, family, and neighbor should not separate us from the will of God. On the contrary, just as Jesus did in the darkest hours of his earthly life, amidst the most agonizing bitter truth, we too must humbly accept our helplessness and seek his grace to pass through the most agonizing moments of our life. However, let us admit the fact that our prayers will not take away the cross we all need to take up. It will not change our roles in life, but God will send His angel to support us, to accompany us, to help us to complete the journey towards the Calvary of our lives. For nothing happens without the knowledge of God. He watches us carefully. He never insists on which turn we must take, but He deeply waits for us to turn to Him, pouring out ourselves in tears in our brokenness, upholding the truth of our nothingness before our Creator. In fears, when in stress, in loneliness, disappointments, betrayal, in private and in public places, Jesus wept and prayed. And this same God who molded you and brought you into existence looks forward to your turning to Him. He waits to listen to our prayers and cries. The greatest horror that anyone could face in life is to be separated from the Father. Often the easy solution to our confusions, disappointments, questions, brokenness, pains, and agony is to give up the hope, get into sadness and depression, isolate ourselves from the rest of the world. But these are no solutions. It may be true sometimes God allows us to fall. Perhaps it may be necessary to regain our lost identity before God. At times the falls and failures open our eyes to seek Him. The moment we fall on our knees in our helplessness, our Father comes to us saying, "Here I am." And if we remain obedient to His will in our life, everything that we require will be given to us. He will mold you and me into a new creation with His transforming power. Friends, prayer is a powerful weapon that can transform the impossible. Once we surrender ourselves in prayer, then we are going to be used. We will be given the wisdom and we will know the favor of God in our life. New ways will be opened. Once we are gripped by the power of prayer, our faith will never be shaken. For we have already found the way to our destiny, to our faith journey. Jesus prayed all night and waited to know the will of God. Though painful, Jesus did not do away with the cross. He patiently and willingly shouldered it, and God turned up. Let us learn to pray and wait on God, friends. When God allows the struggles and heartaches, bear with it and get into prayer with the same intensity. Gethsemane is about how Jesus masked his pain with his prayer to fulfill the will of the Father. How deep is your fear and problems, so deep must be your prayers. Jesus' prayer was so intense that his sweat became like drops of blood. Let our prayers march with the pains of our lives. Let no problems be so big to separate us from the love of the Father. Amen.